So how is it going, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be showing you how to level the majority of your combat skills in Skyrim from level 1 to 100 very quickly. Now when I say combat skills, I mean things like your one-handed skill tree, two-handed, archery, a little bit of destruction, which we'll talk more about later on in the video, and even your sneak as well, as with some of the methods you'll be seeing in the video, your sneak will also level fast as well. As always, hope you guys do go on to enjoy this video today or do find it helpful. If you do, be sure to leave a like down below, guys. Your support, of course, is greatly appreciated on the channel. And let's jump straight into this. So starting things off today with the archery skill tree, and there's several methods that I'm going to be showing you guys throughout the video for this, just because, you know, depending on the situation that you are in, one of these methods may fit you a little bit better. And starting this off, we have the Fayandel method. This is somewhat of a bug in game that allows you to level up your archery for free using Fayandel as a follower, and this one isn't as good as the next one I'll be showing you, but it is still a great one, especially for you lower level characters out there. So the first thing you'll need to do is get Fayandel as a follower, and you can do this pretty much at the start of the game, as you can usually find him around the town of Riverwood. And once you do find him, upon speaking to him, he'll then give you a mini quest and ask you to deliver a letter to Camilla. Upon doing so and completing his mini quest, he will now become available as your follower. You know, I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know how to get him as a follower, just a quick tutorial there though. And once you have him as a follower, here is where the leveling can begin. So speak to Fayandel as you normally would and ask him to train you in archery. Now usually this would cost a certain amount of gold to do, and he will level up your archery by 1 each time that you paid him. So for instance, you can see from the gameplay in the background, it costs around 200-ish gold to level up my archery by 1. However, when I pay him for this level, because he is now my follower, when I ask him to trade, the money I just gave him for actually purchasing this will now be in his inventory for me to actually take. So although I just paid him, I can go ahead and take that money back, essentially getting the level for free. And you can do this every single time. Like, you can pay him 5 times to level up your archery 5 times and get all of the money that you just paid him back simply by going into his inventory and taking it back from him. So it's a pretty cool way of actually leveling your archery for free every single time. And basically this works 5 times per level. So you can go ahead and purchase the archery level off him 5 times. Then you'll need to level up your character. Once you level him up, you can go back to him again another 5 times, and so on and so forth in that cycle. And I believe that will last until your archery is level 50. Although this method isn't the best nor the fastest way to level up your archery, it's just one of those small things to keep in mind, and it's pretty decent for low level characters out there. And that's the reason why I wanted to add this to this compilation today. But anyway, moving on to the next method to level up your archery fast, and this one is much better and also levels your sneak at the same time. To get started with this, make sure that you stack up on as many arrows as you can and take the best bow that you have with you. Or even better, use the bound bow conjuration spell. This will not only ensure that you have an infinite amount of arrows to do this with, but it also levels your conjuration at the same time. If you guys want to know how to get the bound bow conjuration spell, I will leave it linked in the description down below for you guys. Some more things that you can do to make things better is to get the Thieves Standing Stone, which makes your archery skill level faster, as well as your sneak and a bunch of other skills as well. You can find this located right here on your map just for preference, and just make sure that you have the Thieves Stone, activated. It isn't necessary, but it definitely helps speed up the process and stuff like that. And one more thing that you can do is sleep in an owned bed, so any bed that you own, and this will also give you the while rested bonus, which makes you gain experience 10% faster for 8 hours. So again, just another small tip there in terms of gaining experience faster. Anyway, once you have all of that stuff sorted, you'll now want to head up to High Hrothgar. You can find it located right here on your map. Pretty sure most of you guys have been here though, as it is a location that you do go to very early within the main storyline. And once you're here, you'll find a bunch of greybeards sitting down around the area, and you want to choose one of those greybeards, preferably one that's in more of an enclosed area. It doesn't really matter as long as you find one that is sitting down, and you want to back yourself up into a corner, crouch down, and keep shooting them over and over again with your bow. Again, in this situation, I am using the bound bow, as you do have an infinite amount of arrows, and it's as simple as just keep sneak attacking them with the bow. They shouldn't move Sometimes they may get up, but if they do, just kind of wait a second for them to sit back down again, and you can keep sneak attacking them over and over again, and they shouldn't do anything. But just to be sure, make sure that you make a quick save every 2 minutes or so, just to be safe. Sometimes you may end up just striking them as they've spotted you if you're very unlucky, so that can ruin it, and then they will try and hunt you down and kill you. So just keep doing that over and over again, and this will level up your sneak and your archery very, very quickly. One thing to quickly mention as well is it is best to ramp up your difficulty to legendary. It isn't necessary, but it is best, as that way you can ensure that you won't be taking down their health too quickly as you're progressively shooting them. But anyway, this is the method. It is one of the faster methods in the game, and you will get your archery and your sneak up in no time by doing this. And that leads us into the final archery method of the video, yet another one that you can do pretty much anywhere. This involves owning a horse. Now, of course, Shadowmere is the suggested horse to do this with, because Shadowmere's health is very, very, very high. So if you do have Shadowmere, it is a huge plus when doing this. However, if you don't have him, you can just go ahead and get a horse from anywhere. Just for instance, I ended up getting a horse from the Whiterun stables. Once you do own a horse, this method is actually very simple. Just keep shooting the horse over and over again, making sure that you don't kill it. So just keep shooting it over and over again until its health is very low. Once its health is low, simply wait an hour in game. That'll get its health back up to max. Keep shooting it over and over again straight afterwards. Now granted, this isn't as good as the Greybeards method where you're constantly getting sneak attacks, but it is one that you can do if you do own a horse, and if you're in a completely different area of the map and you just want to quickly get some experience for your archery to maybe get that one level that you need or something. It is just something to keep in mind that you can do as well to level up your archery with. And that leads us into the next skill, which is your one-handed. And there's really one main way to get this up fast if you want to. And this is again using a horse method. And the first thing you want to do is, in a similar fashion to the archery, go ahead and get the warrior stone. So it's basically in the same location as the thieves one, just this time select the warrior stone, and this will give you a 20% faster increase this time for one-handed and other skills as well. And also, again, get the while rested bonus, sleep in an own bed, and with those two combined, it will make you gain experience faster. So for this method, you'll need your best mace and your best dagger. So find both of those. For this, showcase, I'm using a dragonbone dagger in the left hand and a dragonbone mace in the right hand. And all you need to do is have a horse again. Shadowmere is suggested. If you want to know how to get Shadowmere, I'll leave a link in the description below. And just keep consecutively hitting your horse with both the mace and the dagger at the same time, and your one-handed will fly up in no time. The combination of the mace and the dagger together against the horse pretty much make it so that it levels up your one-handed very, very quickly. The alternative is that you can go back to High Hrothgar again and do a very similar method against the Greybeards, but this time you can only actually use like one weapon, so it won't be as quick. However, if you wanted to, you can level up, your sneak at the same time as leveling up your one-handed as well if you want to do it this way. And it's pretty much the same for two-handed and destruction as well in terms of the horse method. Two-handed, pull out your best two-handed weapon, keep hitting your horse over and over again. One thing to mention, again, I know I sort of mentioned this at the beginning, but as you're leveling, make sure you're going into skills that will increase the damage of the weapons that you have. The more damage you have, the more damage you can do, the faster you will level up in the long run. But definitely, in terms of one-handed and two-handed, the horse method is one of the best out there, and the same for destruction as well. It's just the same thing for destruction magic. Equip any of the good spells that you have. I'm using flames just for the demonstration in the background, but it's just as simple as unleashing on your horse as much as you can. And there is certain items of clothing that you can get in game that can help you with this, that will make it so that your magic never goes down, and you can consecutively then spray your horse non-stop. And if you do pair that up, I believe, with the healing hand spell as well, you can consecutively spray your horse with flames and heal him at the same time, almost turning it into an AFK method. I don't really have any gameplay of that, but that is something that you can do as well if you do wish to. But the same way with the horse, you can level up your destruction magic, same with two-handed and one-handed. It just in general is a great method overall for leveling up your combat skills. Now there is other ways to level up your destruction magic, and I will be showing you guys that in another video I do have planned. I do plan on making, how to level up the majority of your magic skill trees in Skyrim in it to one video, and that should be coming out very soon, maybe a week or two or something like that. So be sure to be on the lookout for that video. And that is pretty much it for this video today. As always, if you guys did find this helpful, be sure to leave a like down below, guys. Your support, of course, is greatly appreciated on the channel. Also, don't forget, I'm hosting an Amazon gift card giveaway, and all you have to do to enter is subscribe. That is literally it. The winners will be chosen in around 2 to 3 weeks time, and I'll be messaging you through YouTube inbox, so make sure that you do have enabled and you do check that around the time as well, and that will be announced in a video closer to the announcement time there. But again, hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys next time with a brand new video. Peace out.
So many blessings while we stressing, looking for them better days.